Hey everyone, welcome to our channel. So we're excited to jump off this adventure with you. We just want to share the highs, the lows, and the day-to-day life of raising a child with special needs. We know there's families out there just like ours that face these unique challenges, and we want them to know that they're not alone and build a community where we can support one another on this journey.
This is something that I've honestly been thinking about doing for a while now. I've just been a little scared, but if it's gonna help other families like ours, then I think it's worth doing. So let's jump into today's video. We just made it to St. Louis, couldn't check in, so we found us a park to explore. Are you ready, buddy?
Other shoe. Thank you, kind sir. All right, Claire, we'll let you pick. We're going up the hill or down in the woods? First. Woods first?
Which one? Woods? Good choice, good choice. The reality of parenting. Too funny. Our main reason for this trip is a doctor's appointment for Austin at the Shriners Hospital tomorrow morning with an orthopedic specialist. They were kind enough to book us a hotel for the night before, so we decided to make the most of it. We always love exploring new parks when we travel, and this one is called Lumiere's Sculpture Park, which was absolutely beautiful. The art, the nature, and the peaceful vibes. It was the perfect way to start our day. We got some steps in, and I'd definitely say Dustin got a workout pushing Austin up those gravel hills. We plan to spend the day exploring a bit more until our hotel room is ready and just enjoy this little adventure together.
The idea is you can see yourself in nature, but you can also see, like, it just changes your perspective a bit to like see like we're a part of everything.
That's neat. Oh, I get it now.
Yeah. Because like you can still see through it,
Yeah.
but you see you in it too. So
I
it's just
like
neat.
Go! Oh, this is funny. Go! Go! Oh my gosh. Don't fall. I know we're going to the sports clinic today, but let's not actually get more injured. Go, 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 go. He's coming in hot, guys. He's coming. Here he comes. Oh my gosh. There he goes. Up the hill. And he's still going. Get them calves a burning, boy. Our next stop was the super cool Build-A-Bear shop we stumbled across, and honestly, it was one of the biggest ones we've ever seen. Of course, Claire immediately spotted a toothless plush, and with the new live-action How to Train Your Dragon movie coming out soon, we couldn't say no. After we got checked in, we headed over to Walmart to get Claire a floaty, and of course Dustin found these drinks for 50 cents. Don't worry, we did leave some for other people. Claire found the perfect floaty, and we headed over to the pool. Are you ready for tomorrow, buddy? Are you tired? We finally made it to the Shriners Hospital. It was a really long day, and I did not record much because I wanted to be fully present for Austin and everything that was going on. The appointment ended up taking about 5 hours, but these kiddos were absolute champs. They were so patient. I'm just so proud of how well they handled it all. We'll be sharing more details later in the video about Austin's upcoming surgery, so stay tuned for that. Alright everyone, just wanted to hop on in here real quick. We didn't get a lot of footage while we were at the Shriners Hospital because we just really wanted to be present in the moment and have our full attention on the doctors. We were referred here because they are orthopedic specialists, so we wanted to kind of get a further look into what was causing Austin's pain because he's been expressing to us that he's had pain in his hips. So I'm going to let Dustin kind of explain the medical terms because he's better at it.
So first, I just want to give a big shout out to the doctors. They took their time and they were very patient and explained it very thoroughly. They drew diagrams on his x-rays and gave some extensive notes on all the things they recommended. And so first, I'm going to describe to you what Austin was experiencing, and then we'll talk about the recommendations from the doctors to solve these problems. So Austin's really been expressing that pain in his hip, especially his right one. And the doctors explained to us that that's because he is in a windswept position. So if his legs were up, it looks like the wind has swept them over, which ultimately leads to that right ball and socket joint in his hip becoming slightly dislocated. It's not all the way there yet, but it's on the way to being so. And so they actually recommended 3 major surgeries to correct this. And so the first one is, it's called a PFO, which it's really just removing about 1 centimeter of bone from his femur. And so I know that sounds extreme, but what's happened is his bones as he has grown are very long, but his muscles are very short. And so it's really, due to muscle spasticity, those muscles are stretched very tight, and it's just like, think of having like a tension headache. He's experiencing that in his hip all day long, every day. So one of the first things they're gonna do is shorten that bone so the muscle will actually be able to stretch a little bit more, and it'll alleviate some of that pain. So the second surgery is they're gonna take this hip socket here and they're going to adjust it. So if you'll notice, the left one is nice and tightly fitted onto there, and there's a little separation here in the right. And so they're gonna just adjust this. They're gonna make a slight cut here so they can move that ball and socket joint so it's very tightly fitted into that. And that's gonna be a pretty major one too. Now they had discussed completely severing this and fully relocating it, but we think given Austin's age and the severity of that, we're gonna go with the lesser surgery to see if we can correct it first. And then lastly, let me see this one please. So here is the doctor's drawing. He did great. So there's that femur going into that hip socket. So there's a muscle. These are adductor muscles. Austin's legs often cross, so his knees pull in on both of them, and that's because of that strong adduction muscle. It's actually pulling him in constantly. And so what they're going to do is we're going to actually, it's called a adductor tenotomy, and they're going to slice through that so that when the muscles grow back together, it'll be a weakened pull, and so we'll get less crossover. We'll be able actually to walk with him more in his gait trainer and his stander. It's going to equate to a better quality of life for Austin, both because we've reduced the pain by lessening the length of his bones so those muscles can stretch a little more. We've adjusted that hip into the socket more tightly, and then we'll also have that reduced adduction pull so his knees won't cross, which is going to let him do more things, which leads to a higher quality of life for him. Yep. And so it was really awesome that they took the time to write out all of this, to explain it in a way that we could understand so that we could make the best decisions for Austin. So we're not just going on what they say, it's actually we understand what's going on and we're able to help make the decisions that's gonna have Austin have the best quality of life we can give him.
Yes, and it is a really big surgery, and it's going to take about 3+ hours. He may or may not need a blood transfusion, hopefully not. He will also have about 8 weeks of recovery where he's in a body cast. So basically it's going to be braces from the hip down. He's going to have what they call a wedge in between his legs. And if you know Austin, he likes to sleep on his stomach. So he's going to have to sleep on his back. We're going to have to do a week of intensive therapy, and so it's going to be a lot, but we hope that it's going to be worth it once he heals and recovers. Just finished up at the Shriners Hospital, and now we just pulled up to the first Phorm headquarters, and we got to go do our first tour ever, and I'm super excited. Nothing major, you know. Let's play some Mario. We just finished up touring the first Phorm headquarters, and it is so awesome here, you guys. It just seems so unreal. I hope y'all enjoyed my first YouTube vlog. That wraps up today's video as we finish up our tour and get ready to head home. If you have any questions about our trip or Austin's upcoming surgery, please do not hesitate to leave a comment. We'd love to connect with you. And if you liked this video, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss what's coming next. Thank you so much for watching, and we can't wait to see y'all in future videos. Until next time, take care, stay kind, and we'll see you soon. Bye!